Sup? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is the Benchwarmer Podcast. My name is Eric. You hate me 702. How are you guys doing? What the fuck is going on with my glasses? Okay. How's everybody doing today? It is just me today. What is going on with my internet? All right, let's see how this works. All right. So let me see what it sounds like before I continue, because my internet is looking horrible. Okay, so let's try this. And I need to get my new glasses. Can't wait for them to come in. All right, so it is just me today, unfortunately. Jeremy traveled late in last night. Kelderock is at, he's getting his car repaired, and I'm not sure where Mo is. So, trying to check because my internet still shows that it's horrible, so I'm watching myself. So, a couple things that we got to talk about today. So, first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the trade request. So, we've had 2 trade requests in the last 48 hours. Micah Parsons and Scary Terry McLaurin. Both of those players requested a trade request. Don't know anybody's thoughts on the trade request, but basically the Terry McLaurin one, I kind of agree with him. I think the Commanders should pay him. From my understanding, he was looking at a contract, and they basically said, you know, you're getting hitting 30. We don't want to pay you that type of money. He kind of looked at DK Metcalf, said I came out of the same draft as him, and I've performed better. He's performed extremely well, and the Commanders aren't really paying anybody. So if I was them, I would definitely pay Scary Terry. You have McDaniels for what? 4 years, so you got another 3 years plus a 5th-year option. So technically, you could do an extension, pay Scary $30 to $35 million a year. Give him on a 3 to 4 year contract, guaranteed money. Yeah, give him you understand because of the age. I get that. Give him a guaranteed contract. Even with the age, they're not paying anybody. So that becomes kind of my issue with them not paying anybody. That'll become what my issue is. You have money to spend. We know over the last couple years, surrounding your quarterback with very good talent, offensive line, defense, and good receivers with the quarterback on a rookie scale contract is a recipe for success. We've seen this happen. So since you're not paying anybody, you need to, in my opinion, I would definitely 100% pay him. Yes, I get his age, but 3 to 4 years, it's not going to hurt you. Give him a 3-year, $95 million contract. Yeah, so exactly. So because of Jaden McDaniels, you definitely have to pay him. Definitely have to pay him. We're getting rid of that. So that's my opinion. You don't want to take away a very good weapon from a young quarterback. Dude, my internet is killing me right now. We're having something going on. So you don't want to take away a really good weapon from a quarterback where they've already built chemistry. So, and it's not going to hurt you. Look what Seattle did when they had Russell Wilson. It's a very similar thing with Patrick Mahomes before we paid him. They paid all their other players around them, their pass catchers. You see that a lot. So that is my assumption with them. Yes, they can wait it out, but now he's got a trade request. Yes, you got Deebo Samuel. So by having Deebo Samuels, that might be the reason why you don't want to pay him, because you have Deebo Samuels, 100%. But you got to pay Scary. Now he's going to get traded. And depending on where he goes to, he's still going to perform. That's another thing. He's performed with every quarterback that they've had. So he performed with Jaden. He performed with whoever the fuck they had before then, whoever the fuck they had before then, whoever the fuck they had before then. So he's performed a lot. Now, Micah Parsons, I'm not surprised by this. This is Jerry Jones's MO. There's nothing that is surprising to me about this. Jerry Jones didn't want to pay Dak Prescott. He waited to pay him. He paid who was it? Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott. So this doesn't surprise me. This is Jerry Jones. This is what he does. He doesn't understand how to fucking manage a roster. He thinks, he's going to get into line. I would 100% pay Micah Parsons. 100% in a heartbeat, I'm paying him. But I'm not sure who the Cowboys are paying. I know they're paying Dak. I know they're paying CD because CD held out last year. Yeah, so this happened last year with CD Lamb. So are you really surprised by this? This is his MO. This is what he does. He's done this the last 5 to 10 years. If you are a black superstar that does not play I can't even say wide receiver now, that doesn't play running back, he's going to make you wait. If it was Tony Romo, he wouldn't. He's going to 100% make you wait. So this is not surprising. They're going to get a deal done. I don't think he's going to trade Micah Parsons. I don't think he's going to trade him at all. I think he's going to come back and give him a huge deal. And because Jerry Jones is stupid, it's going to cost him a lot more money. Same thing that happened with Dak when Dak played on the thing, broke his leg, and then he came back and had to pay him way too much money. So Zach is making average salary is $60 a year per Sport Track. CeeDee Lamb is making $34. Trayvon Diggs is making $19. Terrence Steele is making $16. OC, the defensive tackle, he's making $20, but he's a pending free agent on an extension. Terrence Steele's a rookie. I'm not really paying anybody else. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm good with that. Jerry Jones is fucking idiot when it comes to running a team. That's why they haven't won a Super Bowl in fucking forever. He's a straight up reject. So when it comes to putting together a team and staying out of his own business. While we're looking at this, let's see what the Bengals are. Let's see what the Commanders are paying. Okay, so the Commanders are paying. Shit, this changes everything. I didn't know the Commanders were paying this many fucking people. Holy shit. So it's not a lot, but like Marshawn Lattimore is getting 19. Daron Payne's getting 22. Larry Tussle's getting 25. Samuel Cosme's getting 18. Scary Terry's right now getting 22. Javon Law, Dorrance. Well, they're not paying a lot of people. Yeah, I would 100% pay both of them. But I already said that. That's what I'm telling you. And it's so hard when we say not trying to go there because it doesn't want to make it sound like we're using that as an excuse. But if it was Tony Romo, he would get paid. If it was, who was that little white receiver they had? Cole Beasley, he'd have got paid. Offensive lineman, he'd have got paid. Jerry Jones, unless you're a running back, he had a problem playing Emmitt Smith. So I can't even say running back. Emmitt Smith had to hold out. So this is an ongoing thing with Jerry Jones. So it doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me at all. But I think I think Washington may trade Terry. I definitely think they could trade Terry. I don't know if they're going to want to pay him that salary, but I definitely think they can trade Terry. And then what is it? He paid the tight end. Yeah, okay, there you go. I forgot about the tight end. I completely forgot about the fucking tight end and paying him. So just stopping by to say Raiders. I hate when you say that, Cameo, because that makes me have to say that on the damn podcast. So, by the way, my nephew just walked by. That was him. I just walked out of my other bedroom, if you guys saw him in the background. But yeah, he just paid, what is this, Dalton? What the hell is the Cowboys tight end? So that's the issue. I think Washington's going to trade him. I think that Jerry Jones is going to end up paying Micah Parsons, and when he pays him, he's going to overpay. He's going to have to pay way more for him. Cowboys tight end. He's going to have to pay way more than Jake Ferguson. That's what he paid. He's going to have to pay way more than he should have originally paid. Now, with Scary Terry, it's kind of weird because we're so close to the beginning of the season. There's not going to be many teams that are going to trade for him. But you can see a situation. Let me just put my GM hat on. Let me just put my GM hat on real quick. And let me see what we can see real quick. Let me see what I can see. Okay, so we do got Creed Humphrey. Okay, so I'm telling you, there's a situation where I think there's a situation where the Chiefs end up with Scary Terry. I would love for that to happen. Bring him to our team, figure out a way to cut some salary cap, and bring his ass here. I would love for that to happen. So I think if they trade Scary, they're going to trade him outside of the division, of course. Philly and them aren't going to end up with him. They probably will want to trade him outside of the conference. But I would love to see us finagle some way to get him. I don't know if it's absolutely possible. Let me see what AI says. Can the Chiefs trade for Terry McLaurin? When it's possible. It's not a certainty. Let's see. So the Commanders have indicated they are not interested in trading him, and his trade request, as some, has been seen to gain a leverage in contract negotiations. The Chiefs are interested in acquiring him, as they could use. Yep, we know this. The Chiefs have some cap space, but they also have several players to potentially extend in the future, which could make it challenging to fit. So we definitely could get him. I just don't know if we could keep him and we'd be willing to pay him. So he's not going to Pittsburgh. He's not going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh just traded for DK Metcalf, and they just paid DK Metcalf. So they're not trading for Scary Terry and paying him. They're not paying both receivers. So I don't see him going to Pittsburgh. Arizona, I definitely could see. And even I don't see him going to the Chargers. Let me see the Chargers roster before I put my foot in my mouth. Yeah, he could go. That's definitely the Chargers. Yeah, he definitely could go to the Chargers. That could be someplace that he could go. Who are the Chargers paying? I don't know who they're paying. Let's see. This is why I need Germany. Germany's he would have got all this stuff ahead of time. So yeah, they could do it. They're really only paying 3 people: Justin Herbert, Rashawn Slater, for Derwin James, and I forgot about Khalil Mack. So they're paying 5. They could do it. I could see that happen, but that would not be the best thing for me. I don't want him to go to the Chargers. Fuck the Chargers. Fuck all them bitches. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. There's no way they trade Micah Parsons. I just think that's gonna cause for an overpay like it always does for Jerry Jones. All right, let's go. Next up, we're gonna get with some SummerSlam predictions. SummerSlam is 2 days this weekend. It's a 2-day weekend, 2-day event starting today. The first time it's a 2-day weekend. If WWE doesn't quit promoting that shit like it's a fucking special event, I'm gonna, like, every single time, especially Adam Pearce, the biggest, the grandest 2-day weekend. Shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of hearing this. We know why y'all doing this. Y'all milking this shit. We know it's extra money. Come on. I'm happy because the talent at least gets extra. You have more people on the roster that can get that PLE paycheck. I hate the PLE. I hate that name, PLE. All right, so SummerSlam, what we got. I wish Jeremy was on, but I'm going to take his prediction. So we'll go with round number 1. We'll go with night 1. Night 1, which starts tonight, okay? Not sure what time it starts. What time is it? 6 p.m. Eastern time, so 3 p.m. my time. So we have the World Heavyweight. So we'll go from back. So Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I don't give a fuck about this match. I hate Sami Zayn. I do not know why people love him so much. He is such a generic underdog from down under. So I hope Karrion Kross beats the living shit out of him. Or I hope that something happens where Sami Zayn turns to the dark side and they form a tag team together. Maybe I could deal with that. Maybe I could deal with that. But outside of that, I really don't care about this thing. I saw the buildup has been kind of weird. Sami Zayn has been hit with a lead pipe 15 fucking times. I don't care. I don't understand why they're trying to act like Sami Zayn is such an honest person that he's not going to resort to the dark side. We have seen this dude beat the shit out of people. We forgot he was with the bloodline. So I'm not big on this. Not big on this one. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. I like this. I like this match. It's kind of weird. They came back. They set up a tag team match. I don't understand why they have not already set up Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as an indestructible tag team for Paul Heyman, so we can get the tag team and the championship. That's what most stables want. But I like this match. I really do. I think it's interesting after what happened on Raw, where Braun Breaker decided to kill everybody. So I think it's very, very interesting. If I had a prediction for this, I would say Roman Reigns and Jey Uso wins. I don't think Roman Reigns comes back to lose. Also, the issue I have with a lot of times when you're looking at the Raw before or the SummerSlam before, the Raw before, the SmackDown before, I have this theory. A lot of people have these theories probably. But when they stand strong and tall at the end of that Raw, a lot of times it seems like they're going to lose. So I'm going to pick Roman Reigns and Jey Uso to win. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Point blank in the story. Women Tag Team Champion. Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. What the fuck? I don't get this. I don't understand this. WWE actually has very good tag teams. They can have women that they can put together as a tag team. Why are we throwing together superstars that we don't have anything to do with? We don't have anything to do with the superstars. Nothing to do with them, so we're going to throw them together as a tag team. And you don't even do it in a cool way like you did the Bar. So I hope Judgment Day wins. Please do not let Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair win the tag team champion. Please don't. There's no reason for them to do it. Judgment Day is doing a good job. I can't wait for the Liv Morgan angle to come back. So let's keep that. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul. I don't give a fuck about this match either. I don't care about Jelly Roll. I hate Jelly Roll. I don't hate him. That's a strong term. I don't really care about him. I didn't even know he was a musician until like 3 weeks ago. That shows you I don't pay attention to pop culture. Or that type of pop culture. So really in it, honestly, Randy Orton should win. They should win. Jelly Roll's probably going to do something to knock Logan Paul out and get the pin. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I can't stand Jade. I don't like her look. I don't like her performances. I'm not a big fan of her at all, nor do I really care about Tiffany Stratton. So in this scenario, I would say if you're going to give a title switch now's the time to do it for Jade. If you want to put the title on her, now's the time to do it. Don't do some bullshit where she loses and she has to work her way back up. If you want to do it, give her the title because she's strong and bong. Go ahead and do it. Do it now. Give the switch. So I'll predict Jade wins over Tiffany Stratton. That's my prediction. Okay. CM Punk versus Gunther. I'm going to take a book out of Jeremy's page. I'm going to take a page out of Jeremy's book. My bad. So CM Punk versus Gunther. I'm going to say that CM Punk is going to have a great match with him. And at some point in time, he's going to get in the position to win. And we're going to hear Seth Rollins' music. And he's going to come out and cash in the Money in the Bank and win the championship. I don't know how hurt he is. I'm tired of Paul Heyman saying that he's going to be out for a long, long time. And we have no actual diagnosis on it. Let me check to make sure. Because I did not look this up. Let's see what his injury is. So they have no confirmed timeline. There are conflicting reports about the severity and the legitimacy of the injury, with some saying it's part of a storyline. So I'm still thinking the same thing. I'm thinking that this is part of the storyline. There's going to be a swerve. Seth Rollins is going to show up, stop the Money in the Bank, because he already told CM Punk, as long as I'm here, you will never win another WWE championship. And that's going to start their feud. Either he's going to cash in the Money in the Bank and steal his championship, or CM Punk's going to, or Gunther's going to win. So I think if they don't have him cash in, I would love to see CM Punk with the title. I would love to see that run. But I would also love to see Rollins and CM Punk fight over the title. I would prefer Rollins to win the title, come back, cash the Money in the Bank, win the title, and then CM Punk takes it from him at Royal Rumble or Hell in the Cell. That's my thought on night one. All right, let's go night two. Tag team match. The Wyatt Six versus DIY versus Street Profits versus Faction versus Motor Machine Guns versus Andrade and Rey Fenix in a TLC match. It is the biggest TLC tag team match that the WWE has ever put on. Oh, I definitely see the Heyman and Braun thing. I can 100% see that. 100% see that going. We saw it on Monday Night Raw with the Braun, I have a plan. We do have leadership, so I do see that going. My problem is, if Seth isn't legitimately injured and you bring him back, you can't have that happen. We've had that with the Judgment Day. We just had that with the Bloodline. So you can't have another storyline where somebody comes up and kicks the head out. So that's my issue on that one. But I definitely can see them doing that. Biggest TLC match. I would love to see DIY or the Street Profits win. I don't know who's going to win. It's a TLC match. You can never fucking tell. So I'm going to say this should be a great match. But I have no prediction on who's going to win this match. I'd be pulling for Street Profits or DIY. Intercontinental Championship. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles needs to win this. I'm rooting for AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. I would prefer him win this. I do love Mysterio's run with the Intercontinental Championship, though. I love the way that he's been looked at as a heel. He doesn't have much protection. I love what... Okay, so I could see that. Wyatt Six keeping it with the family. I could see that. I could definitely see that happening. So with what you said, Wyatt Six keeping it, I could definitely see that happening. So, but yeah, that one, I don't know. That one's up in the air to me. I would love to see AJ Styles win. Unless Finn Balor and them interfere, I don't think Dominic Mysterio is going to beat him. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I think AJ Styles wins, Intercontinental Championship, takes it, and starts to build it. I don't care about the Solo Sikoa or the Jacob Fatu match. If it was me, I would still have Solo win. I think I like Jacob Fatu. I think he is a fabulous in-ring talent. But I just think taking him off. I agree with that. I just think taking him off of the taking the title off of whatchamacallit, Solo so quickly is just a bad idea. I agree with this. I would love for Cross to win this match. I've already said I don't like Sami Zayn. I wish they would push Karrion Kross. I would love for a push to come with it. Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus Laura Valkyrie. Ooh, this feud sucks. Horrible feud. I don't like either one of them on the mic right now. They're not working together. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me either. I'm waiting for the Finn and Dom. One of the best storylines to me that has been very, very subtle has been the Judgment Day. The way that they've done this with Finn for like the last couple months, where Finn will act like something's upsetting him, then he smiles and goes, and you know it's coming. You know the whole thing with inviting Roxanne to it is passive-aggressive to get under their skin with Liv Morgan coming back. Oh, I can't wait for this to happen. I would love Finn to turn on Dom and become a babyface and take off. But they would have to lose the tag team championships first, because I don't know if JD McGunnan immediately goes with Finn. That would create a whole different type of aspect. Becky Lynch, Laura, don't like it, don't care. I hope Becky wins. I don't want to see Laura as an Intercontinental Championship again. I would love for her not to challenge, because then they're just going to push her to the championship. That's the bathroom break match. Who cares about Becky? 100%. Okay. Yeah, this is a horrible feud. Io versus Naomi versus Rhea. Okay. I need to apologize to Naomi because I said I didn't want her winning the title. Jeremy called it. He said it was going to be a runaround. She was going to win the Money in the Bank. She was going to cash in her title at some point in time. And I have loved Naomi this run. She's barely had the title, and the shit that she says, like when she was talking to Io Sky or whoever the fuck she was talking, and the lady started talking, and she goes, "What the fuck what'd you just say?" I didn't say a word. I was dying of laughter. So I love the promo she gave on Monday. I love everything about this. I think Naomi's gonna win. I would love to see Naomi continue to win this championship, even though I like Rhea Ripley. So I think that's good. But I'm being honest, I don't like this Io Sky respect thing. Like when Rhea was leaving the ring and Io grabbed her hand, and Rhea's like, "We're friends now," but she's like, "You never beat me and you never will." I'm like, I thought y'all were gonna kiss. So I don't like that whole. I'm not liking this. I need Rhea to be a badass. I need her to stop being so respectful. But I love Naomi. Naomi right now is amazing. And then John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. So let me get this straight. Cody Rhodes forced John Cena to agree to a street fight, and Cody Rhodes that benefits him? How? How does a street fight benefit Cody Rhodes? The Rock is going to come back. He's going to do something stupid. The final boss is going to do something stupid to allow Cody Rhodes to keep the title. Or not Cody, I mean John Cena to keep the title. He's going to do something to beat him. He's going to do something to keep their title. and it's going to be some nefarious means. We already know this. It's going to be some weird means that's going to happen. He's going to end up keeping the title. It's going to have something to do with The Rock coming back. The final boss. I'm not minding John Cena's run, but it's just so predictable right now. It's so predictable. As soon as they went for the street fight, I'm like, okay, somebody's coming to interfere. So in that scenario, John Cena is going to win by interference. That's the way I look at it. It's the only way I think that that's going to happen. Now, if you guys got predictions, go ahead and tweet at us. Let us know. Put in the chats what you think. Let us know if you're going to be watching it. If you're not going to be watching it, I understand. It's 2 fucking days. That's a lot of fucking watching to do. So just let us know. All right. Next thing, the final thing we're going to move on to is we're going to talk some boxing. So originally I wanted to talk the Tank Davis shit because that was what's going on with Tank Davis is just weird. I'm a little worried about Tank Davis. I'm a little concerned about Tank Davis. Nobody knows what's going on. I'm a little concerned about him. In his next fight, I definitely think he needs to take some time off. I don't know if you're retiring, but you need to take a break. I think it's starting to wear on you. Nobody knows if he's really talking about retiring. We know what happened with the domestic violence case with one of his baby mamas and that pushing off the Lamont Roach. But now he's talking about retirement. We've seen him talk about this before. We just take some time away, get your mental right together, get yourself together. Because right now, if you go into another fight, you've been good like crazy, but you've also been looking bad the last couple fights. So you've been looking vulnerable. So I was going to talk about that mainly, but I was like, there's not much to talk about. I don't want to kick a man when he's down or talk. I don't know much about his situation, but I'm just a little worried about what's going on with him. He didn't look good in his last fight against Lamont Roach. You get the DM case. We don't know what's happening. Now you're talking about retiring when the original fight was supposed to be like August 16th. So what's going on? You haven't been training. I don't know what's going on. So, but I want to talk about the possibility of Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero too. A couple things have happened. Some interesting facts that have happened. So somehow Rolly is a champion now. This is why I hate fucking boxing with all these stupid ass belts. That's why I fucking hate boxing sometimes. So Jared Business decides to move up to super welterweight. So since he's moving up to super welterweight, what was it? WBO, WBC, what is it? WBA? One of these fucking things. WBA. Oh no, hold on, no. Yeah, WBA gave it to him. WBA has chosen to promote Romero to become their super champion. So Romero beat Ryan Garcia. That fight became huge. So that ended up being, oh, he's a double champion now. We're going to promote him. I don't understand how. I think he's had 1 or 2 fights at welterweight. I don't get how he got promoted. He got promoted from being Ryan Garcia, who's had 1 or 2 fights at welterweight. I don't get it. How did you promote him? So now they're talking about a potential rematch between Romero and Garcia. It's within the works. I would love to see that. We found out recently, or within a couple weeks, that during Ryan's last fight with Romero, his hand was hurt. That's why he wasn't throwing punches. He had supposedly broken his hand, and he wasn't able to train. So that's why he looked so horrible. Now, we could be blaming that because after having a year off, because of your suspension, you could have looked ring rusty, and fighting Romero was a very tough fight. But that would make sense. You had a year off. You weren't training. We know Garcia was partying, and then he gets back in there and he hurts his hand. He doesn't want to cancel the fight, so he goes through with the fight, and he has a horrible performance, basically due to his lack of training and all of that other stuff. So that makes sense. So there's been videos of Ryan looking extremely healthy, extremely good. But now you got Raleigh and Garcia fighting for possibly a second time for the WBA championship. Lovely. And then they'll fight a third time if Ryan wins. So funny thing about this, where Devin Haney's bitch ass, I can't stand Devin Haney. Devin Haney's bitch ass lost out on a back because he didn't want to fight Ryan after Ryan lost to Rolly. And Rolly was like, no, Devin needs to get his fight back. And everybody's like, oh, it should be Rolly and Devin. And Devin didn't want to fight Rolly. So since he didn't want to fight Rolly, he went on to fight somebody else. Who's he fighting again? I forgot who he's fucking fighting. Because Devin Haney I can't say he's a bitch. He beat my ass. Devin Haney is fighting. I just watched the damn. Brian Norman. That's right. Brian Norman, who just knocked the dude out on the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. They're fighting. Yeah, he just knocked him out on the damn Netflix special. Knocked some dude out with 1 punch. It's fucking fabulous. So he's fighting Brian Norman. But if you would have jumped up, got that bag with Raleigh, then you would be fighting right now for a title. So because they would have promoted him after Boots left. So I'm not understanding it. This whole thing is weird. Raleigh, Haney, Garcia. Now both of them. Now basically Garcia gets a title fight. How many times has Raleigh fought in welterweight? I hate all these fucking belts. God, I hate all these belts. I hate these fucking belts. Let me see how many times Rolando has fought at welterweight. Hush mamas. Okay. So he fought September 24th. So he fought Isaac Cruz at 140. He fought Ismael Barroso at 140. He fought Gervonta Davis. This is Raleigh. So Gervonta Davis at 135. Ismael and Isaac Cruz, he both fought at 140. Ismael was the old guy that he beat for the title. Isaac Cruz beat him. And then he fought Manuel James. Manuel James right now, is he a welterweight? Oh, no. Super lightweight. So Manuel Ramos is the 140. And so his first fight at welterweight was against Ryan Garcia. Stop. So you have one fighter that's fought one welterweight fight when he got promoted to a championship, fighting another fighter that's fought one welterweight fight. That makes no sense to me. No sense whatsoever. Maybe 2 because he beat Devin Haney. But that was overturned. No. When he beat Devin Haney was 140. Because Devin Haney doesn't have the titles. Yeah. So, God damn you, AI mode. So Devin Haney, that's right. Devin Haney came at 140. Ryan Garcia came at 143 pounds. So how does Rolly get the damn title? What big fight are you? Oh, Canelo and no, that's in September. Oh, that is next month. Today is the first. Oh, today's the second. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting on that fight too. The Canelo versus Crawford fight. It is September 16th, right? So on Netflix. I can't wait for that fight. September 13th. September 13th. I hope that's the fight you're waiting on. I can't wait for that fight. That fight's gonna be outstandingly amazing. I think Crawford's gonna win. I'm telling y'all right now. But we're gonna talk a lot about that fight as it gets closer. I'm telling y'all right now, Crawford's gonna win. Crawford went in there the first go around on the press conference and was talking about being respectful and everything. They were sharing a dinner with Turkey. Actually, I'm not calling him as your excellence, Turkey Ali, whatever his name is. So they were sharing dinner. Everybody talking about their two buddy, and then Terrence turned it on. Terrence turned on it, and so even when you look at the picture, if you pull it up right now, there's a picture of Terrence Crawford standing face to face with Canelo, and everybody thought Canelo was so much bigger. Terrence Crawford is about the same height, and they look the same size. The only difference is Canelo body has adjusted to fighting at this weight class. Terrence Crawford has not. That is the only difference. But realistically, Terrence probably walks around at this weight. So he's used to training and losing weight from this. So I think Terrence is gonna beat. I think I'm not gonna say beat the shit out of him, but it's gonna be a very good fight. If it goes to the scorecard, Terrence will have to dominate him. He'll have to make it close. But I think it's gonna be a good fight, and I think I think Terrence will probably win by like 4 rounds. So, um, that's the only other fight I'm waiting for. Let's see what else. Is there anything else I want to talk about? What else has happened? Trying to think. What else? Oh, quarterback. I don't know if y'all watched the quarterback for Netflix. Quarterback on Netflix. I've enjoyed it so far. I like that they have Kirk Cousins again. I fucking hate Jared Goff even more. God, I hate Jared Goff. I don't like him. I don't like his wife. I don't like his fucking dog. Okay? I don't like his dog. I don't like anything about them. They on that show, quarterback, they seem like the most rehearsed. It's like watching a reality show. We know a lot of it's rehearsed, but they seem the most rehearsed. They seem like there's we're talking and we're just gonna start talking about football and I'm gonna teach her about football. And like we're having conversations and she doesn't know what this is. How long have you been dating? She should know more about this shit. So I don't know. I didn't like him. I didn't like him. Did not like how it was. It seemed way too forced, way too fake. But I did like the Kirk Cousins stuff. I like seeing the Michael Penix stuff, him going through the motions and trying to figure out how it was and how he accepts excellence from himself. I love seeing all that. I love seeing all of that. I just thought it was a very, very interesting take on it. So that was my thing. And who am I drawing a blank? Who's the fucking other one? Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and it was Joe Burrow. Oh, I love the Joe Burrow. That's another one. Joe Burrow is so fucking funny to me. He's so corny and so like we all talk about swag Joe Burrow and how he's all swaggy and everything. And there's a lot of stuff like, oh, he has all this. But when you look at him, he's like, I was gonna buy the Batmobile. I'm gonna get the actual Batmobile from Dark Knight. Or like when he was talking about how his house got broken into after their big win. It's just so he was just so cool to see. He seems like a dude that you can just go hang out with. Like you can go hang out with, drink a beer, and talk about fucking everything. He was talking about going, they went someplace when they went over when they were playing a game and they were giving him a tour and how history was so cool and he wanted to buy a sword. He's a really, really down to earth guy. So that was interesting. I really did like the quarterback. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, you should go ahead and watch it. Of course, it's on Netflix. Very, very good. Very good show. Not as good as the Patrick Mahomes one. And again, not as good as the Patrick Mahomes one. I say it again, like I've said this before. I've said this multiple times, but not on podcast. The first two seasons, or first 3 seasons that they've done with so you had quarterback season 1 where you had Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback and they ended up in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. Then you had wide receiver season 1. And they focused on Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. So the first 2 of these series, they both ended in the Super Bowl, with them having the Super Bowl being played because of Samuel and Kittle versus the Chiefs, and then, of course, Patrick Mahomes, right? Very, very cool. This year, they didn't. You had Jared Goff, which went, what do you go out in the second round? Yeah. So it's just weird how they got so lucky the first time. And I remember saying that. I said it to Jeremy, and Jeremy said, of course, you're going to pick some of the best players. You have a chance. And this time, they went with quarterback. Of course, they had to go with what they wanted, but they didn't get a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Just thought it was kind of interesting how lucky they got the first time. Unless NFL scripted. All right, that's all. I ain't got nothing else to say. I got to go take my dogs outside, give my dogs a bath, go visit my mom, and I still got to do some work. So I hope thank everybody for joining us. Please make sure you subscribe, comment, hit that like button, all the YouTube stuff we do. And then, I don't know, normally Jeremy would be here to say, put me in, coach. And I'd say,